Hey everybody, welcome back to Algebra. Today we're going to be learning about parentheses and order of operations. So hope you're excited for that. Let's get started. All right, so like I said, we're talking about parentheses and order of operations. So as you can see up here in the top corner, I have this acronym, PEMDAS, okay, which is to remind us what the order of operations is. This is the order in which we do things in math, okay? The P up here stands for parentheses, so we always do parentheses first. E is for exponents, so exponents come second. Then the next group is multiplication and division. We do those next. And then we do addition and subtraction. If we don't do problems in that order, they're not going to work out the way they're supposed to. So we always have to make sure that we follow our order of operations, PEMDAS. If we go in that order, we will be successful. So let's take a look at our first example here. Really simple, no variables, nothing going on here. We just got 3 multiplied by 4 plus 2, okay? And the 4 plus 2 is in parentheses. And since we learned that P is the first thing in the order of operations, parentheses, we need to do what was in the parentheses first. So 4 plus 2, that's equal to 6. And since it was in parentheses and there's no operator in front of it, that means we're multiplying. So we've got 3 times 6. Okay? 3 times 6, as we know, is 18. Okay? So parentheses are really just indicating that we want you to do that part first. That part has to be done before we can do anything else. Let's move down to the bottom one here. We have an expression that we're going to evaluate, and it has some parentheses in it. So let's do that. Now the first thing we got to do is put 2 in for x everywhere. Okay, that there's a 2, or where there's an x. So we'll do that. So we'll rewrite it. We've got 5 plus 2 times 3 times 2 plus 2 minus 2. Okay? Now this is why I told you to put everything in parentheses when we insert. It's so that we can make sure we keep our signs straight. Okay? And now we need to do everything in the parentheses first, right? Because P is the first thing in PEMDAS. So, first thing in the parentheses is 3 times 2. That's a multiply, and that's first in our order of operations. So we'll do that. So we get 6 here. Plus 2 minus 2. Okay? 2 minus 2 is 0. So the parentheses is just 6. So we have 5 plus 2 times 6, because that's what's left from the parentheses. And now if we keep following order of operations, we're going to multiply first. So 2 times 6 is 12. 5 plus 12 is 17. Awesome. Now, if you thought we were done, you'd be wrong, because of course I have another example. What kind of teacher would I be if I didn't have more than one? So here we go. We have another one now, and this one, there's also an exponent. So we have to make sure that we follow our order of operations. Remember, in PEMDAS, the E is exponent, so we're going to do exponents after we do our parentheses. First things first, though, we need to insert our x value. So we're going to do that. We've got 4 is equal to x this time, minus 6, 2. Forgot to put that in parentheses, better do that real quick. Plus 5 times 4 minus 15. All right, so we've done all of our inserting, we've done our evaluating, and now we have to actually solve the problem. So first things first, we need to do the stuff in parentheses. 4 minus 6 is negative 2, and that's squared, plus 5 times 4 minus 15. Okay, you may notice that I'm doing this all in like a lot of steps, and that's because I'm teaching right now. But what if I was doing this problem? I would definitely be simplifying faster than this. I wouldn't take as many steps. So once you feel comfortable with order of operations and how you're doing it, you can speed up and start to do multiple things in one step. But when you're starting out, it's good to write everything out like this so that you can keep track of everything. So now we need to do our exponents, and we only have one. It's this 2 here. So negative 2 squared is 4. And then we got 5 times 4 minus 15. Okay. Next is multiply or divide, and we have one multiplication right here. So we've got 4 plus 5 times 4, which is 20, minus 15. And now we can add and subtract, because we're down to just adding and subtracting. 4 plus 20 is 24, minus 15, that's 9. Okay, so remember, we always want to follow those order of operations. We've got parentheses first, then exponents, then we multiply and divide, then we add and subtract. If you follow PEMDAS during any algebra problem, you are absolutely more certain to be closer to the right answer. You can always make mistakes in other ways, but you're definitely going to be a lot closer and a lot more successful if you are following the order of operations when you're doing an algebra problem. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Algebra. The next one is going to be some more practice with order of operations, so get ready for that. See you later.